Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us today for this very exciting ribbon cutting. And before we introduce our first speaker, we'd like to acknowledge some of the dignitaries in attendance. We have Bergen County Executive Jim Tedesco, Bergen County Commissioner Chairwoman Tracy Zer, Commissioner Mary Amoroso, Commissioner Steve Tinelli, Commissioner Jermaine Ortiz, Hackensack Riverkeeper Captain Bill Sheehan, Bergen Audubon Society President Don Torino, Bergen County Clerk John Hogan, New Milford Mayor Mike Petrino, Oradell Mayor Diane DiDio, River Edge Mayor Tom Papaleo, Lodi Mayor Scott Luna, members of the Open Space Trust Fund, the County Parks Department, the County DPW, and the Bergen County Sheriff's Department. If we missed anyone, we do apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, our first speaker serves as our Bergen County Executive. Please welcome Jim Tedesco.
Good morning. And what a great morning this is here in Oradell at Van Buskirk Island to finally launch our kayaks. It's not been without challenges, but we persevered, and today is a wonderful day for Bergen County, for the surrounding communities here, for many of you that will take advantage of this, to all of our partners, but most of all, the Hackensack River. It's now going to have people seeing its beauty, being able to paddle, get some exercise, but enjoy the bucolic picture that this area presents. Nowhere could anyone have imagined a few years ago that today we would be standing here with a kayak launch, allowing people to enjoy the pristine beauty of this northern part of the tidal section of the Hackensack River. When I became the county executive 8 years ago, I made a commitment that the preservation of open space, protection of our environment, and enhancement of our park system would be my top priorities. Well, today, celebration is yet another example of that commitment. We will soon cut the ribbon on a long-awaited project that will provide unprecedented access to a once restricted part of the Hackensack River. But this project wasn't easy. No, it wasn't. Over the last 2 years, our Parks Department has been busy clearing away the waterway to ensure that it was navigable and safe for launching. This project was victim to several severe weather events, and the most significant being Hurricane Ida, which essentially wiped out 6 months' worth of work. Not only did it wipe out the work, it took the dock with it. The poles were a little short. The water was a little high. And the dock just floated away and ended up in New Milford. We thought about relocating to Milford, but we brought it back. We have higher poles, and we're here today. But our team persevered, and I'm very glad to be here today. We've created something extremely special, a sanctuary, a nature preserve that can best be experienced by water. Residents and visitors will now be able to explore the Hackensack River and its tributary channels and the little canals that flow from here to the north and to the Oradell Avenue Bridge. I also want to thank the local scouting groups who helped our Parks Department with the restoration efforts, assisting with the clearing of the walking pathways and restoring native plants to the site. Specifically, I would like to thank Sarah Sheehan, Benjamin Yankowitz, and John Spada, who all spearheaded service projects along this waterway. And if you go to the north, you'll see a bunch of trails that you can walk that these young people that committed to the service projects did. Also, this couldn't have happened without many of our departments. Our Parks Department leading this project, our DPW operations. I don't know if you remember, but I stood across the street right after the floods, because right where we're standing, I had 5 pieces of heavy equipment covered in water. So, while the water's beautiful and the water's exciting, we also have to pay attention to the water. But these folks helped transform this land. I do want to take a minute to recognize the Director of Parks for Bergen County, Jim Koth. Jim's not able to be with us today, but I have to tell you, Jim's vision, along with the Riverkeeper and a few others, is what brought this to fruition. And as you're going to see over the next 3 or 4 months, there's other projects that we're going to cut ribbons on along the Passaic River, in Ridgewood at the Duck Pond, the amphitheater in North Arlington, all to enhance our park system so all of you can take advantage of the over 9,000 acres that we have here in Bergen County. And finally, I want to thank the Hackensack Riverkeeper, Bill Sheehan, but also the Hackensack River group, the volunteers that do this in Laurel Hill in Secaucus, that do this in Overpeck, in Teaneck, or Richfield Park, or Leonia, whatever the town you want to choose it. And now here in Oradell at Van Buskirk Island. Bill is a wonderful partner, along with many other of the environmental groups and those groups that enjoy the beauty of the outdoors. We have Don Torino with us from the Bergen County Audubon Society, another group of people that take advantage of the beauty that we have here in Bergen County. But without the vision, without the hard work of many of these people, this today would not be happening. And I thank all of you, many of you volunteers, many of you that help us protect the environment every day, that make a difference in the lives of the people of Bergen County, to make it better, to give a better quality of life to the people here. You all help that. Captain, you've been a great partner for the county, and I look forward to working with you not only on this venture, but many other ventures. Because having you here and having you a partner is so exciting. And it leads to many, many more exciting projects ahead. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to be able to welcome you all here today to cut this ribbon, to open up another part of Bergen County's beauty. But most of all, to thank everybody that was part of this and to make this a success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Executive. We've also been joined by some members of the Oradell Environment Commission, and we appreciate y'all being here. Our next speaker is a good friend to all, especially the environment. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Hackensack Riverkeeper Captain Bill Sheehan.
All right, I don't want to the county executive to get mad that I might have got a bigger hand than him, so everybody stop. Now, welcome to our brand new Oradell Paddle Center here at Van Buskirk Island. My history with this island goes back 30 years. In the 90s, United Water was running the water company at the time, and they gifted this entire island and this entire river corridor to the county of Bergen. And the county of Bergen became kind of like a junkyard dog. What I mean is they caught it and nobody knew what to do with it. And as you can see, they're still figuring that out. But this is a foothold. This is a beachhead. This is where we're going to bring people to this island. They're going to get out on our river. They're going to enjoy themselves and hopefully build the momentum that we need to go through with the rest of the restoration of Van Buskirk Island and open up the entire island as park space. It's all registered as park space. Yep. Unfortunately, because of safety concerns and other things, we have to keep fences up around everything. But at some point in the future, this is going to be open and you're going to be able to enjoy it. We have a dozen boats here now. We'll probably be adding more as time goes on, I would expect. But today, what we're planning to do is, as soon as we cut the ribbon and we get a couple of ceremonial dunkings over here, we're going to give everybody that wants to an opportunity to get out there and paddle a little bit on this section of the river. You know, there's a lot more people than there are boats, and I'm fresh out of miracles, so everybody's going to be a little patient, okay? But your patience will persist, and it will pay off. As soon as we get that ribbon cut, I want to see paddles flying like this. All right? Thank you, everybody, for coming out today.
Thank you, Captain. Our next speaker, our final speaker, serves on the Bergen County Board of Commissioners. Please welcome Steve Tinelli.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody. I certainly don't want to stand in the way from everybody getting on the water, but I just want to thank the county executive, the administration, my colleagues, all the park staff, everybody that made today possible. The county executive mentioned two key things. One is this is the first of a number of things that we're going to be cutting ribbons for in our park system moving in the next few months. We're very excited. Ever since we passed our 2019 first ever Parks Master Plan, a lot of what we're doing is guided by what we all sat down and created in our master plan. And the other thing was, we all know in the last 2 years that we've all been stuck home. We know how important our park system has become in Bergen County with the quality of life for each and every one of our residents. So locations like this that we're able to repurpose and give new life to are very important to all of us. So I just want to wish everyone a lot of safety, a lot of fun, and let's cut the ribbon. Thank you.
1, 2, 3.